Hi, this is Mr. T at the Health Sciences and Human Services Academy at the Pathways Innovation Center in Casper, Wyoming. I've created this video to show you how to do a WhoIS search to find out who's behind a website, and more importantly, to remind you that you should be mistrustful of information you find on the internet always, even if it seems pretty credible or believable. I'm going to do this with a particular example. Let's say a middle school or high school or college teacher is giving you some kind of a biographical research report or some kind of a research to do that would involve a historical person. And let's say here you've chosen to do Martin Luther King. So if I type in Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. into Google and press search, you'll notice that the website we're going to be looking at here today is the fourth item down in Google search results on the very first page of its search results. Well, one thing you should know first and foremost about the internet and how Google works is it's essentially a giant popularity contest. And websites and content providers will actually purchase software or pay people whose business it is to make their website show up higher in the search results. So as you see, I mean, obviously with this one search, I've got at least 10 pages right there, probably, oh yeah, 106 million results. Everybody wants to get their page in front of a searcher at Google, so they pay these companies to bring their search results up. And obviously this person, whoever created this website, has done that here because it's the fourth link that Google brings up. And it says Martin Luther King Jr., a true historical examination. It says there's historical trivia, articles and pictures, a valuable resource for teachers and students alike. And look, it's even a .org, a .org. A lot of times teachers and librarians, a lot of times because they don't know any better, make the mistake of informing students that you can trust a website based on its domain extension, which is .gov, .edu, .org, .com, etc. And so in this case, a lot of students would see that .org and think, oh, it might be a little slanted to one side or another because it's a .org, but a .org, my teacher told me, is more believable, more reliable than a .com. Maybe not as reliable as a .edu or a .gov, but on first glance, that link looks pretty good. And hey, it tells me it's a good, valuable resource for teachers and students alike. So let's click on this website. Well, one thing that a lot of teachers don't understand and don't inform their students is that the only two website domain extensions, that's that .org or .edu, that cannot be purchased by anybody with a credit card and a computer is .edu and .gov. Those two, you actually kind of have to prove you are who you say you are before you can get one of those domain extensions. But .org, .com, .net, .info, anybody with a credit card and computer can set that up, as is the case with this website. But if we look at this website, hey, look, it's got a civil rights library. It looks like it's got pictures from the civil rights era. Oh, and oh, the King holiday, bring the dream to life. Oh, attention students, try our MLK pop quiz. Oh, and hey, bring the dream to life in your town. We can download flyers to pass out at our school. On first glance, this website appears pretty credible, but let's find out who's behind that domain. And that's the purpose of this video, to show you how to do an internet WhoIS search. If you forget how to do it, you can just type in WhoIS and Google will tell you. The first one that comes up here, whois.net, is the one I recommend. And then all you need to do is take that domain URL, the part after the www, URL stands for Uniform Resource Locator, and you can paste that right here, martinlutherking.org, and click search. And it's going to tell you who paid to register this website. If we scroll down here, we'll find that the individual's name is Don Black, who belongs to an organization known as Stormfront in West Palm Beach, Florida. And I may not know who this is, and sometimes they do provide an email address and maybe another web address, so you can always go look that up. Now, if you try to do this at a school computer, it will be correctly blocked because this website is a white supremacist hate group like the Ku Klux Klan. Stormfront has been linked to 100 murders since the internet's been around, users of this website of non-whites. So this is a group that is trying to get white people to hate non-whites and to get white people around the planet upset and angry with non-whites around the world. And you can obviously see every month is White History Month. We are the voice of the new embattled white minority. You don't need to look at this website very long to know that, ooh, this is not a very reliable website. But you could also, if I were to go to southernpovertylawcenter.org, which is a great organization here in America that tracks hate groups, you kind of have to know that in advance. You could always go here and type in Stormfront and find out, well, who are these guys? And if you do that, you'll find they've got a bit of a dossier on them with a ton of different links over many years, chronicling or keeping a history of how this group has been linked to hate crimes all around the country and all around the world. But here we are, and they've produced this website, martinlutherking.org. And I want to prove to you again, it does come up as the 4th search result at Google. So whoops, if I could type, Luther King, and I'm going to leave out the junior. I'm just going to do Martin Luther King. Notice what is number 4. So this is just a friendly reminder. You can't trust information that you can find on the internet, because anybody with a computer and a credit card can make a website just like this one that at least at first glance appears pretty credible, but in reality is there to misinform you. At worst, in a case like this, they're doing it because they want to recruit you into being a white supremacist, a neo-Nazi. At best, they want your money, and they do this kind of stuff to misinform you because they have some kind of an interest in misinforming you. So you should know that about YouTube videos, and you should know that about the internet. Thanks. Hope you have a great school year. Keep this in mind, and please share this video as far and wide as you can. We need to create a nation full of people who don't believe what they read on the internet.